Hi guys and welcome back to another video. Today I want to talk about a band that I think are underrated, but they're still working on what they are as a band. Like, they're still quite new, even though they've been going since I think about 2018. Vended. Obviously, these guys are quite well known in the alternative community and the metal scene because it's got Slipknot's kids in it. Like, Griffin Taylor, Corey Taylor's son, is the singer. Simon Crane, who's Clown's son, is the drummer, and he's a fucking good drummer. I've seen these guys live. I met Griffin, really nice guy, and live, great fucking performers. Really got that energy. I saw them literally in a club. Imagine seeing Slipknot in a club back in the day. That energy. Obviously, is it on the same sort of level? No, because Slipknot was so fucking angry. There were so many members. It was so cramped, so members would just go in the audience to get more space. Like, it was fucking wild. But Vended, they gave it everything. Just before I met Griffin, he was having a cigarette and had literally just thrown up after getting off stage. And even though that sounds quite dark and disgusting, that's what you love about metal. Metal, it takes its toll on you. So there's a reason that Slipknot haven't been able to be as aggressive as they were during Tattoo the Earth in Iowa. One, because they grow up and their lives change. And two, that sort of music does take its toll on you. So the reason that straight off the bat I'm comparing to Slipknot is because it's going to have comparisons to Slipknot because it's got their kids in it. It is the same type of music, especially Slipknot's early stuff. And fuck me, does this album sound like Slipknot. In parts. So the album starts off with a bit of an interlude that is very reminiscent to the start of Self-Titled. Does it sound the exact same? No, the start of Self-Titled is, in my opinion, quite a lot quieter. And this interlude is very short and it's just a little eerie, atmospheric start to the album. With singles like Serenity and The Far Side, Griffin, you can really hear how he's learned from his dad, especially in The Far Side. The screams in it are very similar to Corey. The vocal singing elements to it, very Corey Taylor. And in my opinion, that's a good thing. Corey's a great singer. He's a great screamer. If your dad is Corey Taylor, you are going to learn from the GOAT. No pun intended. This album, while a lot of the songs, to me, all sort of bleed into one another. This isn't an album that I listened to and I was like, wow, like it's like different chapters. A lot of the songs you could say sound the same, but this album isn't ridiculously long, so it's not really as if you have time to get bored. And everything that's on display here is so competent. The guitars on this thing sound incredible. Simon's drums kick ass, so fucking good. Griffin's vocal performance is very competent. The production on it is really good. It doesn't sound too polished, but it does sound competent. It sounds like high quality. And that's something that I think is a big compliment for your debut album. And I think the guys said that it took about 3 years to do this album. And some people won't like it and would be like, how did this take 3 years? But they're still learning. I think taking time to get it right is important, and that's the main thing I think they did with this album. This is a good album to listen to in full. You could just have this on in the background while you're chilling. I think it's just a very good stepping stone for what's to come from Vended. Overall, I think the tracks that I enjoyed the most on the album has got to be, is it Nihilism, Pitiful, and I'll go with The Far Side, because The Far Side to me does just sound like a Slipknot song. I was impressed with this album. Is it something that I would re-listen to over and over again? No, but I will buy the vinyl. I really do want to go and see Vended again because they were phenomenal when I saw them live. And I think in terms of upcoming metal bands, and just by the book, going out, playing shows, doing their music. I think Vended are a very good, strong band, and something that we don't really see that much anymore. Now it's all about experimental stuff, and as much as I love bands like Bring the Horizon, their last album was very experimental, very electronic, and just it felt like there was a bit too much going on. Whereas this album, it's quite a quick listen, and it's just straightforward heavy metal. So yeah, overall, I think I've got to give this album, I'll give it a 7.5 out of 10. I think it is way above average. Do I think it's a great album? No. Do I think they have fully found their personality as a band? No, I don't. There wasn't enough variety on it to like captivate me to be like, oh my god, this album is amazing. But if you are interested in Vended, if you really like Slipknot and you like them enough to check out what their kids are doing, make sure you do. If you just can appreciate a band that's trying their best and are on the come up and will probably go places, then I'd check this album out. So yeah, those are just my thoughts on Vended's debut album. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below what you thought of the video, and I will see you very soon in a bit.